Am I strong rockets? These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. Camp 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor, not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it, right?
On the White House. Now, for Conor McGregor to be on the White House, Conor McGregor wants $100 million and he wants 100 golden visas. So Conor's essentially saying, you need me on the White House and you're going to pay to get me on the White House. To do something that 745 people would do for free. He's essentially asking for $200 million for Conor on.
UFC is set to make an unprecedented visit to the White House, marking the first time the promotion has ever staged an event at that location. Conor McGregor has already emerged as the centerpiece of what is shaping up to be a historic fight card, unfolding on one of the most influential and symbolic stages in the world.
Camp some hell of a camp, boys. One hell of a camp. Can I get seriously fucking way better this camp? Camp 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor, not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it. Let's go, let's go. Am I strong rockets? These are missiles, yeah? These are fucking missiles.
Conor is too old, bro. He's finished. Salam alaikum.
He's spoken about training with clear intent, framing his return as a statement rather than just another matchup, reflected in the intensity of his preparation. That raises questions about whether some of his conditions have been addressed and if a potential opponent is still being discussed. With that in mind, let's break down how this fight could come together.
Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal could be a potential.
No,
What's your thoughts? Oh, you haven't heard this?
No.
This is the biggest thing on social media now. Everyone's talking, yeah, that Chandler's out and Masvidal's in, and it's Conor and Masvidal.
You know what's funny? So in my algorithm on Instagram, I have nothing MMA.
Right?
Literally nothing MMA pops
Oh,
up.
mine's politics. That's my...
Yeah, mine's definitely, there's some politics, but yeah, I don't listen to any of the goofy
No.
No.
Is that considered goofy?
That's goofy shit. Yeah. The MMA world, I don't listen to any of that. So literally none of that is.
Speculation online has linked Conor McGregor to a possible matchup with Jorge Masvidal, but Dana White has shown no interest in fueling those rumors. He stated plainly that he doesn't pay attention to circulating MMA speculation and doesn't treat social media chatter as credible. Even as fans push the idea as a major storyline for the White House event, the UFC president's comments suggest that popularity online doesn't equal reality, especially as fans continue to debate potential substitutes and ideal scenarios that may never materialize.
Yesterday, my team, they put together, we come up with a whole plan for production, how it's going to work. My head of production, Craig Borsari, has been working with the White House, for a couple months now. And they build this video rendering of like every tree that's on the property and all this stuff. It's exactly the way it is. We can literally the sun, how the sun will hit the seats at certain times, what it'll look like when it's dark.
Crazy.
This is going to be so badass.
Yeah,
it is, and it's a one of one.
At the same time, the UFC has spent months coordinating directly with the White House to carefully plan every detail of the event's production. Dana White described the card as a truly one-of-a-kind experience, explaining that the team has built highly detailed visual models of the entire property, accounting for everything from the layout of the grounds to how lighting conditions will affect seating and atmosphere. For White, that level of preparation makes it clear this isn't just another show. but a rare opportunity to create an event that can never be duplicated.
As I say, when you look at Jorge Masvidal and the career that he's had, and then you remember Jorge Masvidal has been a massive supporter of Donald Trump. I think he's spoken publicly at rallies for Donald Trump as well. So he's certainly in the good graces of the Trump family, right? And they're the kind of people that they're going to want at the White House. Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal. That'll be a sensational matchup. Michael Chandler, of course, losing to Paddy Pimblett the way that he did. And then, of course, when you look at the majority of fights that he's lost, okay, it doesn't really put him in too good of...
This is where the debate really begins. As Michael Bisping pointed to Jorge Masvidal's long career and noted that his outspoken support for Donald Trump has kept him firmly in the public eye. Bisping highlighted Masvidal's presence at political rallies and within Trump's circle, suggesting that this visibility makes him a logical fit for a White House-linked event. From Bisping's perspective, a matchup between Conor McGregor and Masvidal would be a high-impact fight with undeniable headline appeal.
And if you get rid of all the distractions and you get in the gym, it's not unthinkable to think that Conor McGregor could get just somewhere near the form that he had when he made his rise through the UFC. Remember 2016, that performance against Eddie Alvarez, the one-punch knockout over Jose Aldo, right? The rise through the UFC. It was like nothing the sport had ever seen before. And then, of course, combined with the brashness and the trash talk and all the rest of it, and the swagger and the confidence that he had, and the humor and the one-liners, you put it all together, the man became the biggest star that the sport's ever seen. 4 years away, I think it is, or 5 years, whatever it is, it's been a long time, and he broke his leg, but he's back training, he's back in the gym, and I tell you what, right, me and McGregor, we've gone head to head, we've talked a bit of shit over the years, but you can't deny the talent the man had, and if he locks in and he's disciplined, you can get almost back to that.
Is it as big as they come? Because we've seen on the internet, you versus McGregor. Dana White stated that he's no longer interested in McGregor versus Chandler. So then all of a sudden this report comes out, and I'm wondering, does it have legs? Does it have traction? Is it a possibility?
You never know, right? Shit, give them what they want, not what they expect. I could say some big news. You know, I have some fight news coming soon, and it's very big news. And I can't deny or confirm what you just said, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta let the tips fall where they may, but definitely some big news.
Bisping said that if McGregor truly commits in the gym, it's possible he could regain a level close to what once made him a UFC icon. Despite time away and a serious injury, the talent remains, and with focus and discipline, a version of his peak could still resurface.
Yes, for me, because he knows I'll snipe his ass quick. That little lucky left shit he does ain't gonna work with me, a premium striker, brother. I'm gonna see that shit a mile away and slap him in the face. You know, so I don't think Chris Brandon ever would have been good. I'm gonna beat the fucking dog shit out of him, straight up stand-up style.
Are you surprised?
None of that grappling. I'm just gonna get in your face, knee your ribs, elbow your fucking face. It's gonna be a fight, man.
Are you surprised, Jorge, that he's moving on, Dana White is, from the Chandler fight? Because it's been like 2.5 years in the making. They were supposed to fight 2 summers ago. Like, are you surprised that he was that dismissive of it in that interview?
I mean, Chandler's a big name in the sport. He's a huge name and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how close it was to begin with to being on the White House card. If that was all speculation from the start, or at one point the UFC did want that fight, I don't know all these things. You know, it's just, I know that they have a very in-depth team, that they have a guy that counts comments when somebody gets a picture. They have another guy that's looking at just the algorithm. They're having an in-depth team of who's going to make the biggest noise possible. And I'm sure they're running through that team and they're going to decide, you know. If you ask me, obviously it should be.
Share inside information with you, but the plan, right? Everything's a little loose, but the plan, the operating plan was that Conor McGregor at the White House would fight Justin Gaethje. So it was also a belief. One thing Conor does not want to do, and again, this is not speculation. I'm protecting my source, but telling you, giving you some real information here, accurate. One thing Conor does not want to do is go down to 155 pounds. And he doesn't want to do it for a number of reasons, and none of which bigger than just going, why? What for? Like, that's not what this is about. It doesn't matter what this weight class is. Okay. And I'm very confident in telling you that Conor will not go down.
Even so, Jorge Masvidal kept the rumors alive when questioned about a possible clash with Conor. McGregor, despite Dana White previously cooling down the speculation, without offering confirmation, Masvidal suggested that something significant is in the works, hinting that fans could soon get what they've been waiting for, and potentially more. He emphasized that major news is coming, and it could make waves across the sport.
So right here, right now, Gaethje McGregor is still on the table. And I think that should be pulled. I do not believe that Conor should walk into a title fight, but moreover, I will tell you, and Conor will too, he's not going to 155. Now, the promotion does not yet have that through their head. They are still pushing for Conor and 155. This is all extremely accurate information. So I think there's a lot of options for McGregor. I really think that if it's not him versus Chandler, it should be. We really should look at that. We fans were promised a certain fight. We fans have been pretty damn patient. And I don't know that side was considered. And I think that when that side does get considered, that this
grudge match, June 14, America's 250th birthday, Justin Gaethje versus Conor McGregor. What about that?
You think it's just so many possibilities, man.
But you understand, America's birthday, bring an Irish drunk guy to the White House, make sure he doesn't have any drugs on him or cocaine, fight Justin Gaethje, fight Conor, been running for all his life. But I think right now Conor's, I think right now he doesn't have options. Or he can do whatever he wants, but I would love to see this fight. And I think, listen, I might not like Conor, but I think Conor was at one point, he was a really, really good fighter. And I cannot take this away from him, But I believe it's level to this. And I believe now Justin Gaethje is on a different level. They're about the same.
He didn't hold back, dismissing McGregor's power and presenting himself as a step above, claiming he can read strikes before they're thrown. He described the potential matchup as a straight stand-up battle, arguing that McGregor's trademark attacks wouldn't be effective against a more experienced and precise striker.